my word for the day is thumb. And it, for some reason, my mind immediately went to my toenails, and I was listening to a foot doctor, and the way she went into so much depth about the foot, it was an eye opener for me because I did not know about all of the muscles and the way to walk properly and the way that the thumb or the toenails play a huge role in our bodies. Like, you know, I had a thing in mind if I ever cut my fingers off for whatever reason, I would use my pinkies. But it's just everything plays a role, and I just because I don't understand the importance of it doesn't mean I can take it lightly. And the foot doctor, the way she was describing how to walk, something called the gait. I had to look it up, which is basically the back end of the foot. You're supposed to use that to walk properly, and that is how you walk properly. If I put too much pressure on the front side of the foot, at least that's what I understood. Maybe I might be wrong, but at least from that conversation, that's what I got. And then that's how I learned. That's how I learned to walk properly was to use the gait of my foot rather than the front of the foot. And then she had this exercise where she you consciously separate the four, the five toenails, right? And better you can do it, the better toenails you have. I try to do it, right? I can somewhat do it, but like the small pinky at the very end, it's just somewhat like connected. And then those exercises, she also has like a rubber band which she sells in a kit for foot exercises, and those basically help you elastic. You know, it's like a wristband but for your toenails where you can exercises and increase the muscles on it, which is important, right? I took that. I, I did not even take it lightly. I never thought that was a thing that I needed to do until I came across that conversation. And then what else? Yeah, that was the foot. We were talking about she was talking about the foot thing, right? And then we had the thumb, the nails, right? What else? What else? It's just, I mean, it's just banging down to the same fact that exercise is important. I guess I have taken things lightly in my own life, right? And the way that every part plays an important role, just because I don't understand the importance doesn't mean it's not there. Like for me, the skin routine I have is just I use shampoo and like that's it. And the thing is, I've taken my skin for granted, and that's something that's not good. I keep saying it, but my behavior is not changing because I guess the way I've learned things when I've seen the adverse effects of those things, where the worst has happened by me not taking the action, is then only when I take the reaction. Like, because that has been my learning mechanism in my life. It's like when I see the worst of the worst, right? Where I'm like, this is the worst thing that could have happened regarding this particular thing. And then I'm like, how do I turn it around? Right. So that's something I need to work on. So yeah.